Hello and welcome to the On Pointless Podcast. I'm your host, Curt, and with me today,
Stefan.
Chara.
Alex.
And again, I'm your host, Curt. What we're going to get into on this podcast is a list of hypothetical questions, figuring out people's ideas, opinions, and attitudes on different situations. But to get started, we're going to give you some feedback on some people. Let's start off with an intro question so we can get to know our guests. The first question for this is, if you had to give a TED Talk on any topic, what would you be the most qualified for?
Having short, meaningless conversations about the weather.
Well, I am technically a mathematician, so I could probably give a really good talk about why you shouldn't do a PhD in math.
That's probably a very important topic for a very small percentage of people.
Yes.
And Alex?
I could talk about making banana bread, perhaps.
Okay, and an expert in banana bread. And me personally, it would probably be waterproofing, which is very boring as an answer, but apparently my specialty until this podcast takes off. So yeah, that's how we got to know a little bit about everybody. So we'll move on to our first question of the night. So our first question is, you are only allowed to wear one outfit for the rest of your life. You're not able to add or remove layers from this outfit. Your only options in life are to either be wearing this outfit or to be completely naked. At the start of every day, the clothes will magically be clean and in a like-new condition. What outfit do you choose to wear for the rest of your life? Stefan?
I got it. It's a long sleeve black tee. I want the pants. I want everything to be black, first of all.
Okay.
You can pull that off. It works with so many different kind of phases of life, whether you're going through kind of like an emo phase or like a Steve Jobs kind of phase.
Oh.
And also, you don't have to worry about any staining whatsoever. I only added the long sleeves really just for the colder days.
Okay. But what, so you don't have any jacket or sweater or hoodie or anything?
Wait, so I could pick a jacket, but then I would have to wear a jacket at all times?
Yes, if you pick a jacket, you have to wear a jacket.
I actually did
Unless
that
you
in
were
high
naked.
school for some reason. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'd probably throw in a jacket there.
Wait, can you zip up and unzip the jacket? Get some breathing in there.
No.
No, it's
Whatever condition this outfit starts in is the condition it goes. If you're wearing a suit and tie, that tie is always done up or always loose if you want to be a heathen.
Can you roll up your sleeves? Or is it, once it's rolled up, you can't undo?
If you start rolled up, you're rolled up.
All right.
It's
Hold
one
on,
outfit.
hold
The
on.
outfit
Are
is
you
a-
allowed to go to the bathroom?
Yes, you can go to the bathroom. That's, of
Can
course,
you
allowed.
use that as like a kind of like a life hack to, let out some hot air that might be building up?
Well, you could because you are
Inside.
also allowed to be completely naked. So if you want to go to the bathroom and take all your clothes off
It's not like either or. Yeah, you can do both of those things. I thought it was either always be naked.
No.
or
You
always
can
be
do both
wearing
of
the
those
outfit.
things. You're allowed to be naked, so you don't have to wear the outfit in the shower. I mean, I guess if you go swimming, technically,
So as soon
you're
as
either
you
skinny
take it
dipping or
off,
fully clothed.
you have to take all of it off all at once, be completely naked, do whatever activity you are doing, and then to do anything else. Or you can't just put on pieces. It has to be the complete outfit.
The complete outfit.
But it's magic, so it's just like...
Wait,
boom,
it's magic and it's on you?
on and off.
I'm not feeling any magic here.
Is it-
You
honestly.
said it was...
Well, it's magically new at the start of every day.
Oh.
I will say it's like
You
magic
can't
because
just
you
summon it.
but you can't be wearing layers, so you do put it on one big onesie, even though it's not technically connected clothing.
Oh, so it's not like you put on your socks, put
I
on
think
your pants,
you
put
know,
on
you
your
just
shirt.
pull the whole
You just
outfit
pull
on.
the whole thing on.
So
It's like
Probably
it's a
a way
poncho.
to parlay this into a successful magic career, I would think.
That's true. You could probably do it as some form of
Someone
except
put this T-shirt on me. You cannot do it. I'm amazing.
Ooh.
except that you'd then be the 50% naked magician, and that might be a problem.
That's a niche market.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that is a niche market.
Consider it a burlesque show. Ooh. Just add some feather fans, walk around, and then poof, naked.
Do you think if big guys do burlesque, it's burlesque? So, with those caveats in place now, what's your thought on your outfit?
I'd go shorts and t-shirt.
Shorts and a t-shirt. You guys are both
Are you
totally
never
okay
cold?
with braving the cold.
Yeah, well, we live in a pretty mild climate.
Yeah, that
and
does
it's
help.
just getting warmer.
I audible to wearing a jacket. Don't forget that.
That's true. You audible to wearing a jacket. See, for me, I'm personally thinking, those monotone Adidas tracksuits? I'm thinking monotone Adidas tracksuit
Move to
suit
Russia.
with running shoes. Because
Oh yeah,
you
it's
can
sweatpants all the way.
For sure.
The classy looking sweatpants.
that's my
that
thought.
are-
Because you can also make that look good. That can be stylish, as you say, those Russian gangsters with the powder blue tracksuit.
Okay.
You could do that, or you're also ready for sports on the go. and it's warm, it's cold, you're good.
Can you accessorize jewelries, hats,
For
watches?
sure, but that accessory is always with you. That's part of your outfit. So I bring it to you.
Yeah, I know.
You can choose from.
I normally wear the same thing: t-shirts, a hoodie, and sweatpants.
Okay.
But like, I'll make them nice sweatpants since I have to be out in public and with them.
Okay. So nice sweatpants, a t-shirt, and a hoodie.
Yeah, I'll add underwear and socks because I feel we should specify that.
What's interesting about these outfits is 2 of you, I guess 3 of us, everyone except for Stefan, is not fit to ever go to a funeral again.
Oh yeah, he's wearing black.
Now Stefan is fit to go to a
I
funeral.
didn't say I
saying
wasn't
3.
wearing black.
Okay, what color is
I
it?
told you black is flexible.
No, I said you're the one who's...
Oh no, I like his black idea. Definitely
Okay.
black sweatpants, black shoes. I would say black t-shirt because it always looks good.
So it's always
I've seen
black.
someone do like a minimalist
There you
wardrobe. You only need black with maybe white.
I'd say that's
Black-
fair.
I think
And that
black's
also,
fine all
that
the
also
way.
helps you get some degrees in the wintertime if it's sunny out.
Yeah.
So there's the upside there. What color is your outfit?
I'll go with black and a clutch T-shirt.
Yeah.
A clutch t-shirt. Yeah, you got to support your favorite band. That's just part of
There
it.
we go.
See, for me, I'm going like, nah. I'm going, you know that not quite lime green, but it's still a bright green?
You're going with that forever.
I'm going with that forever. Like spearmint. Like,
You're the
Did you
one
say
never goes.
spearmint?
I did, but I meant spearmint. Wait. How is
It's
that pronounced?
spearmint.
Is it
It is
spearmint?
spearmint.
Straight up.
But I feel like people say spearmint.
Well, you just did.
have said spearmint one time. That's the only time I've ever heard it.
Fair enough. It's not a word I say often because I prefer peppermint. Or peppermint, I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Which one's candy cane?
Candy canes are peppermint.
Okay, I agree with that.
But there can be spearmint ones.
Yeah.
That's the one with the green ribbon.
Well, you can get a
Is that the-
candy
That's the
cane that
difference.
tastes like anything.
But wait, so when you get the
That's-
candy
That's
canes
gone
that are
too far.
white and red,
That's
they're
peppermint.
And when you get white red with the little green stripe, that means it's spearmint?
No, not the little green stripe. Just the white and
Okay.
green. Those are spearmint.
But what about the
normally.
white and red ones with the little green stripe? Are
Maybe
those
that's
still
good-
just peppermint?
Probably. They do it for
I
aesthetics.
don't think that actually impacts the flavor at all.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Because candy cane, that's just color. They don't add different flavors like that.
It's all an artificial lie.
I was gonna say I had a pink one once that was like white and pink, and it was watermelon flavored.
A
Yeah.
watermelon flavored candy cane sounds like a good time. I was thinking cream soda. When you said that, I'm like, ooh, cream soda flavored things are typically
They're
good. But
good.
watermelon is one of the best flavorings of
But like
things.
the candy cane
It's
sticks,
also-
you have them at like specialty candy stores where it's just the stick. There's no cane part, and it can be any flavor. Banana,
I
root
feel like
beer.
that's cheating, though. I feel like when you eat a candy cane, you have to struggle with that stupid hook part that's always a pain.
No, you break it, eat the big piece, and have a little bit left over for seconds.
I used to suck on it until it became somewhat of like a shiv.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was
and
gonna
then-
say the shiv,
And then you stab yourself in your
Yeah.
tongue and or gums or roof
and
of
you
your
have a
mouth.
handy
And then
handle.
you regret it.
And then at some point, of course, you decide, oh, I'll use this as a toothpick, which is like the worst idea ever is a sugar
Yeah.
toothpick.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know,
Definitely.
I digress as a guy who went to the dentist yesterday.
So about that outfit.
Okay, so I'm sticking with the green Adidas tracksuit. Are you sticking with your choice?
Okay, I want everyone to know that Curt, he has a very questionable fashion sense, but this is not totally out of character for him. This is a man who owns felt shoes
Yeah.
and wears them to work
felt is comfortable.
at a serious job.
I focus only on comfort, never on style,
Yeah.
except for in this outfit,
Well,
which
this
is
is
so
abundantly
stylish.
clear.
Well, all of our outfits are all casual, comfy clothing.
Yeah, well, everyone's thinking comfort, which I'm happy about because it shows that we're people who care about how we feel as opposed to how we look.
I was thinking versatility.
Yep, versatility.
Yeah.
Ooh, are your shorts like gym shorts?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, but with the cargo pockets.
Ooh,
right?
with cargo pants, like canvas pants?
As long as you can run in them.
Well, now it's time to move on for our sports question of the week.
Oh, boy.
You have to play 1 round of golf a day on a course that has 4 par 3 holes. And you have to bowl 3 games of bowling a day.
Lawn bowling?
No, regular bowling, 10-pin bowling in a bowling alley. So, 1 round of golf a day with 4 par 3s on the course and 3 games of bowling in a day. Do you hit a hole-in-one or bowl a perfect game first?
I would definitely do a perfect game first.
You think you'd do a perfect game before you hit a hole-in-one?
Oh, yeah.
How long do
Par
you...
3? So what,
Wait, what's a
are we
perfect
talking
game?
Like,
A perfect game is to throw 13 strikes in a row.
you just need lightning strike once if you get the hole in one.
And that's the tough thing. So, my thoughts on this topic are anyone can hit a hole-in-one with any shot in the game of golf. but it's very, very hard. It's just a very low percentage thing that could happen. But in bowling, you can build up your ability. I feel like after like a couple of weeks, I could consistently get strikes in bowling, whereas I could not consistently hit the green in golf because I've only got 4 individual shots out of the day. Personally, I think I'm more likely to hit the hole in one still, but I'm not sure.
I think, give me your estimated strike probability after, say a few months.
After a few months, we're doing this every day. So let's say 60 days. So after 2 months, I feel like my strike possibility is about 60% after 2 months.
You're already good to start
Run the
with.
math on that. 60%, 13 times in a row.
Oh, I think this is going to take much longer than 2 months.
You think, okay, but then play a round of golf every day.
But there's
in
only
two-
4.
There's only
holes.
4 opportunities. So in 2 months, in 60 days, I've only had 240 shots at that hole in one.
Unless you can do it on a par 4.
Yeah, unless I could do it on a par 4, but I don't think that I could do that on a par
Okay,
4.
yeah, like what kind of par 3, like what is the length?
I'm going to say 185 yards.
I don't know if I can hit the ball that far.
Okay.
You have to like eventually
That
get
is a
stronger
major
and stronger.
roadblock for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you would be building up that skill. Because you also, with the golf, you do play the entire course. So you are practicing your shots. And on the other
Okay.
holes, you are learning the lengths of your clubs and getting better at them.
Okay. I have a better natural skill at bowling for some reason.
I feel like the golf would be easier.
You think you'd get the hole in one
Because
first
golf,
in golf?
yeah, because you need to just hit it once. For a perfect game, you need to do 13 strikes in a row. You have
Yeah.
to. So as soon as you could be doing 12 strikes and you don't make the last one, then you have to restart.
For sure. See, to me, the way I think it comes down to, the bowling one is easier, but it's much more mental. Because the stress, every concurrent strike gets harder and harder and harder. Whereas golf, every time you walk up to that tee, you're either going to hit it or not. You hit the ball and you hope.
Could this be mini golf?
Mini golf.
Yeah.
Well, if it was mini golf, you'd have to get 18 holes in a row. And I still think you would do that first.
Oh yeah.
18
totally.
hole-in-ones before bowling a perfect game.
Yeah,
Well, it depends on the mini golf course.
for sure.
Some of those courses are straight up. Well, they're bullshit. Let me just say.
I am against any mini golf course that does not have a hole-in-one opportunity on every hole.
I agree.
Mini golf courses that have super long holes where it's just like, you can never hit it in one shot, or it takes some weird... You always have to have a chance at the hole-in-one.
But I also want there to be like a deterministic hole-in-one, not like you got it in the right hole, but the pipe is kind of like crooked a little bit, so only goes in 40% of the time.
I feel like that's some of the fun of mini golf is the poorly maintained courses with the bad pipes that don't bend the right ways. Alex, your thoughts?
My thoughts? Well, the last time I played bowling, I got a left-handed turkey. So I feel like... also, thank you for this opportunity to brag about my greatest achievement in life.
There you go. For those who don't know what turkey is,
Yeah.
3 strikes in a row.
Ah.
So you would just have to do that 4 times and then one more strike and you're there.
So for you, I'm thinking the bowling is probably more like, if you're a good enough bowler to roll strikes already.
Well, I'm right-handed. It was just fluke, but I feel like you could fluke into 13 before a hole-in-one in golf. Like the amount of guys who, or girls that golf like regularly every day or multiple times a week or whatever and never get a hole-in-one in their whole lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots
I think
of
your
people
chances are
golf.
better.
I totally,
Really?
I agree. And people that play the same course every day because they're members at a golf club, I personally think that for most people, I would say the perfect game is more likely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really bad at bowling.
You're really good at bowling compared to everybody else I've bowled with.
You haven't
I'll
bowled me, I
take
got-
that as a compliment.
No, we went bowling last time, and you were the best one there, and there was 8 people there. So you are most likely to get that perfect game. The 7 other ones of us, it did take a long time to get anywhere.
I'm going to take this podcast as a great ego boost for both me and Alex.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you guys can
Hey,
do
I'm
those
an
things.
excellent bowler sometimes at, what is it?
I did a-
7-pin laser bowling.
Ooh, I did the bumpers.
7
No
pin?
bumpers.
7
Come
pin
on,
or 5
This is an
pin?
amateur hour.
7 pin or 5 pin? I've never heard of 7 pin bowling.
Yeah, some
like
number of
5-pin,
pins
you
that's
just-
less than 10.
Okay. that actually makes strikes
I
harder.
could do
think.
that with us with if we have bumpers. Can I have bumpers?
I don't think bumpers is easier to get a strike.
I think so
It's
because
easier
I'd
to-
get less gutter balls.
It would have to
No.
be easier to get a strike only based on the fact that you could roll it into a gutter and still potentially get a strike. Whereas if you rolled it down
You're
the middle,
never getting 13 in a row if you're gutter balling it.
no, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying it's definitely easier to get a strike in bowling with bumpers than bowling without bumpers, just
course.
because.
But I'm just arguing. I don't think bumpers would help you with the goal of bowling the perfect game.
No, because your growth would be stunted by the crutch of the
It
bumper.
would actually slow you down.
Yes.
Unless you could figure out the perfect spot in the bowling alley that if you bump it off the bumper like 3 feet in front of you, it takes a weird angle and goes and hits the strike every time. Because then it's easier to aim for a thing 3 feet away than... How long is a bowling lane? Like 40 feet?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yes.
32.
32 feet. So it's way easier to aim for something 3 feet away than 32 feet away. So if you could figure that out, but, you know,
That seems a bit far-fetched.
that's a stretch. So it sounds like, so are 2 of us taking the golf and 2 of us taking the bowling?
Well, hold on. I want to know some professional stats here. How often do people get hole-in-ones?
It's not super common. I believe...
Yeah, like in a PGA tour in a game.
It's a highlight every time.
It's a highlight
I've
every
seen
time,
like
yeah.
3 clips of Tiger Woods getting a hole-in-one.
Over his, 20-year career?
Yeah, but how many hole-in-ones has he gotten that aren't recorded?
Probably
Probably-
a fair number. I golf with a guy where I play 2 rounds with him a year, and he in his life has 8 hole-in-ones.
There you go.
He was a golf pro, and he did work at a golf course as a golf pro, as in like a golf training guy. But yeah, but his family, who
holes-in-ones
also owned a golf course, he's the only one in his family who's ever hit a hole-in-one.
Oh, I'm totally doing the bowling then.
Okay, but what about the perfect game? How many people can bowl the perfect game?
I think that's, if you were to look at people in North America bowling a perfect game compared to people in North America that have hit a hole-in-one, I have no idea.
Wow.
That seems really... Well,
Insightful.
I was just thinking, I mean, that seems fairly even to me as far as number of people that have done... Because there's a lot of people that bowl. I think bowling is a more accessible sport than golf is.
Yeah, but all the bowling... Yeah, 20 years ago when everyone was bowling and had bowling on Tuesdays with the pals...
Does that not happen anymore?
No, all the bowling alleys are closed.
That's
We don't
true.
even have one in Victoria. We have to go to Langford.
True. I don't know if that's the same in the States, though. I feel like the States has big bowling towns. I mean, roller derby's coming back, so bowling's got to still be a thing.
I know last time I was in, I want to say it was around Seattle somewhere. We were in just like a small town outside, and we were like, what did we do tonight? We went to a bowling alley, and it was every lane full, like 10 lanes full. We couldn't even play.
Yeah, see, I think bowling is still huge in the States.
I've never been in a bowling alley and it'd be full.
What about that time we filled the bowling alley because it was inside a bar and there was only 2 lanes?
No, there were 4 lanes. We only used 2. The other 2 were sat empty.
Damn it, I look stupid now.
Yeah. We only filled 50% of the bowling
You are correct.
lanes.
Okay. Well, let's wrap this up because this has been a long topic. Mm-hmm. Your final thoughts, Stefan?
Hole-in-one, for sure. You can't get an amateur perfect game.
Chara?
I'm going to go do the bowling. I hate bowling, but I think I'd hate golf more.
You have to do both of them.
Yes, you have to do both.
You have to do both?
Yeah, every day you have to play the game of golf.
And you
do
just
3
don't
rounds
which
of
one you
bowling.
you
think
can
you'll
just-
be doing more
You can
of.
just
when you're
flub
going to
the
get
bowling
more.
for 3
Get
rounds.
more? I would never get any.
You'd get a pretty big beer belly, though, because both are drinking sports.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd get a beer belly from drinking at the bowling lane and then trying to walk it off at the... No, I'd get a cart.
And 1,000 years later, when you're Bill Murray still stuck in Puxatawny.
Puxatawny.
And Alex?
Turkey for days.
Going for the
Yeah.
bowling.
Wow.
I think I'd go for the golf. I think I'm more likely to get it in golf.
yeah.
I've gotten close to a hole-in-one in golf many times on a, reasonable course.
But wait, do I get to have the lady start?
No.
So I have to do... I have no upper body strength and I have to suddenly do a hole-in-one?
I think you could hit it 180 yards.
There's no way I can hit it 180 yards.
Downhill.
Oh, how windy is it?
It's going to change every day. This doesn't control the weather.
No.
Nothing controls the weather.
On to our next topic. A genie appears and offers to provide you with any form of transportation ever invented, real or made up.
So it's not really invented.
Well, it could be invented in fiction. When I say made up, you can't make it up.
Oh.
It has to have been used in some form of fiction or non-fiction before.
Okay.
So, what's your new ride?
Time travel.
Do you think time travel is a form of transportation?
Like
Yeah,
the DeLorean?
Or
A
like the...
DeLorean could be.
That is true. The DeLorean would be a
Or the time machine from the classic The Time Machine.
That was an amazing movie and an amazing prop. So you're going with time travel. That's a pretty good
That's
answer.
hard to top. I wish you had not gone first.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would probably do some sort of teleportation device. I'm sure someone's had like some sort of watch that goes and you can teleport wherever you want.
Yeah,
True
that
time.
probably
I
exists.
can't
I
quote
was just
where it
gonna-
is in media, but I'm sure there's some sort of movie or TV show. Ooh, beam me up, Scotty.
Oh, you could have the Beam Me Up Scotty teleporter. But what
I
happens
was
if
just
it
gonna
jumps-
go out with like some kind of spaceship. Maybe the Enterprise would be a good option. Maybe
You
something
just
out
have
of
a whole
Star
Enterprise
Wars.
with you.
Well,
The
it's like
TARDIS.
transportation.
Ooh, the TARDIS. You
I
don't.
mean, hold on. No, this might be a bad idea because then I need a crew.
But then you'd be a space captain.
Yeah, I would have this thing and I'd be like, use it.
How do you
People would
power
come
it?
over and be like, holy crap, is that an Enterprise? And you're like, yeah. Can I drive it with you? No, I've never taken it out on a crew.
Yeah.
So, like,
I'm
most
pretty sure we'll all die.
Well, but then why-
collectible
It'd
cars.
be pretty tough to find parking for it too.
Yeah, see the size of those things.
And you would probably get captured by like the FBI. You know.
You've gone with a lot of negatives for yours immediately.
Well, that was just my initial impulse. I'm
But see,
not committed
if
to
you were
that.
going to take the Enterprise, you might as well go with like Millennium Falcon because that only takes like 2 people to pilot.
Yeah, but there's literally no Wookiees. So what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, that is true. Maybe you could train one of those Russian circus bears.
Maybe. Close
Well-
enough.
Yeah. See, I was thinking the dragon from the Neverending Story. You know the kid that rides around on that big white dragon? I was thinking, well, that's a ride. I'd have a big white dragon to ride around. And I don't want like some stupid Game of Thrones flame-breathing dragon. I just want like a fun, playful dragon.
Wow.
Either that or a hovercraft, because
That-
hovercrafts have always sounded really
No,
cool. to
I
me.
want teleportation. I want instantly where I want to be, I can be there.
But that takes away
Does
the
that
whole
count?
journey.
I don't know.
I like
Half
the
the fun
journey.
is getting there.
No, that's the worst part. Having to wait in traffic.
The
having
friends you made along the way, Rochelle.
no, I wouldn't. How do you make friends along the way? You're just trying
When
to
you're
get to work
teleporting,
and back.
you don't.
I know.
Well, if you had a magical vehicle, you're just gonna use it to get to work and back.
Oh my god, you just came up
I
with the best
never
answer right
wanna-
there.
I never want to leave home. Why would I? I have to go to work.
The best answer, clearly, the magic school bus.
Oh yeah.
You can get small, you can get big, you can go to space. Like, I'm sure that can teleport in some way. The
You
bus,
can go through someone's intestines.
oh, you can do surgery.
Wow.
You
Hop
get
on the
baked
magic
in
school
a
bus.
cake.
I didn't think that's where you were going in that sentence. You could get baked, and I was like, well, you can do that in any bus, but okay, if you want to do it in the magic school
I'm
bus.
just singing the song in my head right now.
Do you watch any of the reboot?
Live action.
No, there's no live action.
Why isn't there a live action
Live
magic
action
school bus?
magic school bus. Gritty magic school bus.
Dark timeline.
Arnold just died, you guys. Oh my god.
But
Miss
they can
Frizzle's
go back in
prison.
time and things like that. I'm sure they can go back in time to when he's alive.
That's true, they
Stop
can
his
go
neck.
back in time. I feel like the magic
Really?
school bus combines every form of travel we invented, except for Stefan's hugely hard to park spaceship. I mean, I know it can go to space, but it's not huge and hard to park.
It could even shrink and like fit in your pocket for later.
Yeah.
That way you could hide it from the feds.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great.
That way you never get busted.
Ah,
Boo, we're gonna cut that one out, I think.
Nope, those are all staying in. So our next one, this is our would you pay dollars question of the week. Would you pay $3,000 to have a button that allows you to sneeze whenever you feel like for the rest of your life?
Yes. 1,000 times yes.
It doesn't bother me that much to have the feeling of needing to sneeze.
No, that's not, you can't just sneeze on, I mean, I guess if you're a really good actor, you can convince people that you're sneezing, but to be able to actually sneeze on command?
Yeah.
Oh, but what if the button fell into the wrong hands?
Yeah. That'd be funny. Someone steals your bag. It's like, I don't know what this does. Or maliciously, it's like, oh, you're carrying all those hot drinks. Let me see you sneeze.
But how often in your life do you feel like you need to sneeze and can't?
It's
Like-
not even about that.
it's like maybe monthly.
Yeah, it's not
Maybe
that annoying.
monthly, right? So $3,000, like, that's a lot of dollars per sneeze over the course of your life. Like,
But it's
What
also
do you-
like an endorphin rush, right?
Can you
That's true.
sneeze normally?
yeah, you can sneeze.
Or is it just the button?
You can sneeze normally. The button is just like when you're like, oh my god, I really need to sneeze and I can't.
So
you press
you-
that button and you're good to go.
You already
Okay.
need to sneeze to use the button?
No, you don't need to sneeze. You could also just be sitting here and be like, achoo, button. And like if you had a guy in front of you really didn't like on the subway and you're like, I'm going to sneeze all over this guy, you would just press the button and sneeze on him. And like, how can you blame me? It's a sneeze.
Does the public know about the button?
The public does not know about the button. The button is underneath your skin, I'm going
How,
to say.
how fast can you press it?
Oh, wait, if
Can
it's
you just
underneath your
rapid fire
skin,
them?
so then no one can steal it? Oh, what if you're getting busy and someone accidentally touches your button and then you just sneeze all over them?
Yes, I guess that could happen.
I hope your mouth wasn't
I guess
full.
that's probably turned into some form of fetish now, but
Would it say a chew on it?
I feel like you could have it branded to say whatever you wanted it to. I'd also like if on
I
your
would
other
have sneezed there if I had that button.
I like if on your other sleeve you had a joke button like the Joker from Batman, so you'd press it and you'd go back and then like a flag would come under your nose that just said achoo, but you wouldn't actually sneeze.
I would pay $3,000 for that.
But would you? So you'd pay $3,000 to be able to sneeze on command?
Yes.
No.
It's a great party trick. It's
Rochelle?
actually a pretty bad party trick, but still, look. My initial instinct is that it has to be a good idea. There's got to be some amazing use for it. Like, it's so novel. No one else can do this, right? No one else can do this, right?
No, you're the only person.
Okay.
Unless you grind up some pepper and put it near your nose. That'd
Yeah.
probably make you sneeze.
Yeah, well,
Ooh,
Pepper's
yeah.
pretty cheap.
White pepper especially is not necessarily cheap, but that makes you sneeze every time it's
Less than
nearby.
$3,000.
Yeah, less than $3,000. Just carry some pepper with you, Curt.
I'm not taking it. I just don't see it coming up often enough to be useful, but I see regretting that decision every time I have to sneeze and not being able to.
Exactly. At $3,000 at the end of the day, you will be unique in the world.
Aren't
You
you
have this
already
gift.
unique in the world?
Yeah, everyone's a
Wow.
snowflake.
No, I'm not. There's a million of me. But if I had the sneeze button, I would be the only one. And I could just sneeze in all your faces. I could rapid fire. Be awesome.
Yeah, but you'd still be considered rude because you didn't turn away to sneeze.
Yeah,
No,
That's the
I would
thing.
be considered
Like, you're talking
a
about sneezing
magical
on
person.
someone, and it's like, why is that good? Then people are still thinking you're a jackass because you sneeze on someone
I'm not
without
using-
putting
okay.
in your elbow or hand.
I've never been in public and thought the need, I really want to sneeze on this guy.
I gotta
Yeah.
clear my name here. I wouldn't be using it to sneeze on people per se.
Just on their food or drink.
No,
Yeah,
no.
so you're not going to sneeze on anyone named Percy. We got it.
Look, I would just be, to impress people, rapid firing that thing. Just like. See, I just sneezed 8 times. No one could do that. No one.
I feel like sneezing.
Am I overstating the usefulness of this?
I think so, and I think if you sneezed 8 times, you wouldn't have eyeballs anymore. They would have just popped right out of your head.
I don't know. Am I allowed to, like, leave the button at home, or am I accidentally pressing it all the time? Like, why did I spend $3,000? Can I destroy the button
You cannot.
if things turn out poorly?
You cannot destroy the button.
Oh.
You can pay $300,000 to get rid of the button.
Well, I'll easily be able to make that much money with my sneeze button in the first place. So.
This is the stupidest question of the week. You have 2 matching feet, either left or right. You have 2 matching hands, either left or right. Do you make your matching hands match your matching feet? I.e., do you have 2 left hands and 2 left feet? Or do you go with 2 left hands and then 2 right feet for balance?
Well, you don't need balance that way. Wait. So then are all your hands and feet the dominant ones? You just become ambidextrous?
No. You're still the same handedness. It's just that on your left arm will be a right hand, and on your right arm will be a right hand.
Not necessarily. You could have 2 left hands and be left-handed. That would be terrible.
Well, you get to choose whether you're 2
you
right
never
hands.
specified that.
Okay, well, you do get to choose whether you're 2 right hands or 2 feet. The
Well,
question,
I'm going to choose my dominant hand then.
but the question is, do you make your hands match your feet? So are you all right-handed and right-footed, or do you go 2 right and then 2 left on your feet, just for...
I think you would go the opposite so that you can still grasp stuff together like that. Right? With the right foot, left hand, they make a circle. You can grab stuff.
Okay, so you want your hands to not match your feet so you can grab things together with them.
Yes.
Interesting.
And then you just get real good at monkey feet.
That makes sense.
I don't know if it'd be too hard to just use your other hand and like,
Well,
make
yeah.
like like
Okay.
Well, you have
you
no...
can't see this, but we're all trying to like imagine what it would be like to grab something on the right side with your right hand.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Well, we're making this harder than it has to be. The wrist is more
be something
flexible
like
than
that.
you give it credit for.
Well, I never said this would be that hard to grab things. I'm just wondering if you
we're
make
talking-
your feet match your hands.
I just have right everything because
we
everything's
got into the
right-handed.
picking up. The main issue is that you have 2 of the same foot. Balance is going to be a big problem here, and it's probably your number 1 priority.
For sure. But does your handedness help with that?
I don't think so. I don't think your hands really impact your balance all that much.
Okay, so
I would
Chara
just
is
do
saying
everything right.
everything right.
Because there's right-handed scissors for everything.
Chara is saying everything right.
Yeah.
Alex is saying make them not match.
Yeah,
Right hand.
I'd have 2 right hands, 2 left. Actually, no, 2 left hands, 2 right feet, because having 2 left feet has a negative connotation.
That makes sense. You would get made fun of.
Yeah, people would think I couldn't boogie.
What am I if I can't boogie? And Stefan is saying it doesn't matter either way.
I find it really hard to envision what it would be like. You know, like I take my left and right hands for granted, I guess.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be like hopping around all the time, don't you think?
Why would you be hopping? You just be
I
walking.
don't know.
Probably at a slight limp until you get used to it.
Yeah, you'd be slightly off balance.
I'm just
but-
trying to imagine what would it be like? Would it be hard to walk? I think you would slowly degrade your bones.
Well, yeah, because you're
like not that.
I think
slowly.
it would just
your
change the
scalp-
shape of one of your knees and one of your calves. Right? You get
Your
like
hip
bow-legged
and all
in
that.
one
I think
leg.
it would be debilitating.
yeah, because humans are meant to be symmetrical.
You'd have back problems if you off.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you can't.
but you have to choose two
you have
left
to
or
choose.
two
That's not
right.
the point.
That is the-
I'm bemoaning. Yeah, okay, fair. It is the point.
Stay on
Yes.
point, Les.
Yeah, okay. It's such an uncomfortable scenario you've brought up.
Okay, I'm going to say Stefan is unable to answer, and therefore he loses both hands and both feet.
Oh my god. Well,
At
might
least
as
you'd
well.
be symmetrical.
On to our last question of the evening.
Okay.
You can instantly be #1 in the world at any Guinness World Record recordable thing of your choosing. But then your nemesis can pick any other Guinness World Record and make you the #1 in the world at that. Would you go for it? And what record would you pick?
So I can pick #1 most money in.
I don't think #1 most money in the world is a Guinness record.
Yeah, there's Guinness records.
I'm
There's
gonna
a
say,
Forbes list.
There's a Forbes list, but they.
But that's always changing.
I'm gonna say you can't pick one just based off money.
Oh, what about like highest grossing?
No,
movie?
nothing to do with money.
Well, then why would I do anything?
What's the point of this life
cynical.
without money?
Yeah. So you could be the fastest person in the world if you'd want.
I guess I could get lots of. Well, you do have to prove that I'm the fastest person.
You instantly are the fastest person. Whatever.
But the only reason why Usain Bolt gets all those sponsorships is because he's proven that he's this one. If I go, hi, I'm the fastest person in the
No.
world.
You are the fastest person in the world. Whatever his time was, you beat it by 0.10 seconds.
So I have to prove that I've done it.
Well, you become it, yes.
There's no way
So
around
that's
it. You're going to make a ton of money off that.
Do you maintain all your other skills other than whatever your nemesis takes away?
Yes.
Yeah, see,
Ooh.
my first thought was fastest as well, because you can turn that into some lucrative money through
sure.
whatever sport you choose.
But then your nemesis comes along and says, yeah, you get the longest fingernails in the world.
Yeah, it's the one that like curls
That are
around.
curling? Fine, you play soccer, you don't need your hands.
What about the person with the largest tumor growth on their nose?
Okay, you got a really big nose, but that's fine. You're
That
still
makes
real
your
fast.
speed even more impressive.
Yeah, and then you get the surgery to get rid of the growth. Or you buy some nail clippers.
Oh wait, are you?
You're not allowed to remove the record. It's there.
All right, if someone else is attempting to beat your record, like you have the longest fingernails and it's at 7 meters, and someone's like at 6.9 meters, so your nails suddenly grow longer, or does his
I'm going to say
nail-
you have the record at the point you've chosen it,
Yeah.
and then you maintain where you are, but if someone beats you, it's theirs now.
See, the thing with the fastest person, there's always someone's going faster.
But you still had that at a point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
who?
You just
do you know who it
capitalized.
was before?
Donovan Bailey was one of them. Before Usain Bolt was... I don't remember.
There's that
Exactly.
U.S. guy.
Yeah, was it Justin Gay? Or was he the 200 meter?
Yeah, I don't
I've never heard of him, so no.
Okay, he might have been 200 meter. But Donovan Bailey was at one point. He was Canadian, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, you get, like, with sprinting, like 5-6 years of being in your prime.
Yep.
If you can turn that into a professional career of some sort, make some money, you're golden.
But
But
there's
why
so
can't I
many other
choose something
options.
like I was in the fastest and largest grossing movie?
Because that's just kind of boring.
It's not really a record either.
How's it not a record? That's how people. The only thing people know about Titanic and or
Yeah, but that's
that
not
other movie.
individual.
Avatar?
I know many
Avatar.
things about Titanic and Avatar.
Yeah, it was on 2 VHSs.
Yeah, my heart
Yes.
will go on. Unless I'm the world's tallest man, and then I'll probably die young.
But you'd be real tall.
Yeah,
You'd
that's
have a
true.
great
True.
view.
I could
That's
be the
probably
world's
what your
tallest man.
nemesis is going to give you.
Oh man, if you're
That
the
actually is
fastest,
not
but you
good.
were also the world's tallest man,
That'd be pretty
World's
cool.
shortest man.
just like a lumbering giant. Oh, world's shortest man, but also the fastest.
There's a lot of really bad ones you could get.
That's
like
what I'm
that
thinking.
dude who ate the airplane. That was gnarly.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he ate an airplane, a whole airplane, just piece by piece, straight up.
Yeah, people do
So your
weird
nemesis
things.
can make you eat an airplane, I guess.
Okay, here's another point. Do I really have a nemesis?
In this case, you do. In this case, he is the Gary to your Ash.
Okay, so basically there is someone out there who wants me to suffer the most.
Yeah, for sure. He could be like, wow, you have the world's most body odor.
Yeah, but that can be fixed.
I guess.
You have the record for most body odor, and then someone shows you deodorant.
I wonder if most
Deodorant does not cover body.
How do you measure most body odor?
A smellograph.
Smellograph.
Audience polling, I guess.
Yeah, audience polling. We got 10 people into a room. Which
Definitely
one
number
smells
8.
the
Oh,
worst?
God, number 8.
So would you go for it?
No. No.
No, there's really gross world records that I don't want to have.
Alex?
I think I'd go for it.
And which record would you take?
I think I'd take being the fastest guy.
You take being the fastest, okay.
As long as he can't make me the slowest. Like, who gets to go first?
He can't make you the slowest. He cannot do a record that contradicts
and
your
say
record.
he makes me the fattest man in the world. Am I still the fastest? Because I would
Yes.
love to be the fastest and fattest man in the world.
Yes, he could make you the fattest, but you would be the fastest.
Okay, that would be cool.
I am not taking it either. There's too many negatives. That's all of our topics for today. Thank you for listening to the On Pointless podcast. We'll see you next time.
Bye.